Dr. Pacif's illustrative career spans diverse fields from groundbreaking research in cosmology and astrophysics to philosophical exploration of consciousness and the self. As the founder of Pacif Institute of Cosmology and Selfology, Sir has created a platform where science, philosophy, and interdisciplinary studies converge, offering a holistic view of the cosmos and our place within it. Today's talk promises to be an enlightening journey as Dr. Pacif guides us through the universe from diverse perspectives. He will help us delve into the mysteries of cosmology and astrophysics while inspiring us to reflect on humanity's quest to understand our origin and purpose. Over to you, Shibesh sir.
Yeah, thank you, Bharti. So after a long time, again, some of us already we have discussed a lot of things earlier, past 2 3 years. So I'm thankful to Bharti and SkyWay Space Club and Mr. Hari for inviting me. Bharti was telling me to speak something for a long time, so I was a bit busy in a lot of administrative works. So anyway, so we can start our talk today, and where I will discuss about exploring the universe. As Bharti told about me, mainly I'm a cosmologist and done a theoretical research in cosmology on general theory of relativity, modified theories of gravity. Now started some black hole research and other geometries, Finsler geometry, Riemannian geometry, all those things I'm doing. But with that, I have a great passion. In fact, my life's one of the greatest motivation is to inspire the young minds, to tell them about the universe and tell them to choose a scientific career so that they can get some insight about the universe and they can make a career in emerging fields, not only the what we have, you can say, the traditional, conventional things. We are just moving on, moving on, moving on. That's why my vision is to inspire the young minds and to bring their own potential from their inside, not just to give given. Some people have given that you have to do this career, you have to perform this, you have to live a life accordingly. So my idea is to tell the young minds that whatever the potential you have, you must explore as much as possible. There are a lot of constraints, but still, let it be. We are primarily for the career focus. It's fine, but beyond the career, there is a lot of things. So, for example, education has two main aim, we can say. One is to just live a life accordingly whatever we are getting from the society and live a life. The second thing is to explore everything, and one of them is when we are exploring the things, this one, that one, that one, that one, a tree, a galaxy, a plant, a star, a you, me, a bag, whatever we are exploring, we are leaving one thing behind. That is, we are not exploring who is exploring all these things, isn't it? If you ask yourself, you are knowing a lot of things in your life, but you have left that who actually I am. Just we have followed a path that I am X, Y, Z, and we are just living a life that exploring other things and not exploring. We are using other things mostly. So, in that way, my idea is to inspire the curious minds and to make a better world. That is my not only my vision. A lot of people are working in this field. I will introduce a lot of things here. So without delay, let us start. I'm sharing my screen where 1 hour will be, I will discuss about the universe, how there are different approaches to um, uh, explore the universe. Then we will dive into that what is that self is, uh, not in the conventional sense, and I will explain about that self, and we will do something better in near future one more session on that selfology specifically. Today I will just introduce about that. Okay, so without delay, Bharti, shall I start with that?
Yes, sir, you can start.
Yeah. So I hope you can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as you see here, exploring the universe from diverse perspectives. So first we will learn about what are the perceptions, what are the human perceptions, and what are the different perceptions that also. So my talk will be more and more scientific, but there will be some philosophical, psychological, and some other aspects also here, one or two slides. So as you can see in this outline, just we will learn, I will give a brief introduction about the universe, then we discuss about the significance of exploring the universe from diverse angles. So different angles are there, and then we discuss these perspectives: historical, astronomical, physical, biological, psychological, technological. Then we will discuss some slides on philosophical insights, then interdisciplinary approach to explore the universe. And whatever we are doing here is outreach and education. Means from the past several years after this COVID, so online education has taken a boom, and we can approach from anywhere. This outreach education, we will discuss something about that. So the first question comes in our mind: what do we mean by the term universe? So mostly whenever we talk about the universe or cosmos, we only think about the large scale. That means planets, galaxy, and black holes, and all the bigger structure, the whole universe. And whenever we are talking about the universe, those most of the people, those who are not from science background, those have not explored about the universe, they think about some god somewhere, somebody uparwala above us in the sky or beyond the sky somewhere, all those things. So universe means everything. The first you see yourself, first see your body. You have a body of 10 to the power 0 meter, means 1 meter, approximately 1 meter size of body is there. So that, see the body, that is the first universe. Around that you have a room, you have an environment. Then when you go on increasing, then the earth, and our solar system, the galaxy, then cluster of galaxy, and the whole universe. In this way we will go outside. When we go inside, not inside, but I am saying when we go beyond the scales, 10 to the power 0 meter, then we will go different smaller scales, nanometer, picometer, and all those things, nanoscale, picoscale. So we will go up to quantum scale, and the last what we can perceive according to our science is the Planck length. Okay, that is around 10 to the power minus 35 meter approximately. Okay, so the whole, all these things contribute the universe. And not only this, simply I'm saying whatever we are talking about, whatever we are thinking, all the thoughts, the world of thoughts, whatever we can perceive through our five senses and beyond it, all those contribute to the universe. But we are mostly, universe means we are talking about the only physical things, but not only physical things. Physical things are very, very less according to the whole universe. You can see what the universe made up of according to our current understanding. All the matter, normal matter, you see, all the you, me, the earth, the planet, the galaxy, the black holes, all the matter that contribute, only you can see here 5%. The star, galaxies, planet, gas, dust, you, me, everything, only 5%. 27% approximately are the dark matter. That this matter we can, we are thinking that there is something like dark matter, but yet we have not discovered it. And research is going on. It do not interact with this matter directly. Then another 68% or approximately 70% is dark energy. We do not know what dark energy is, we do not know, even we do not know what dark energy is. Okay, so you can see these are things. So what we cannot perceive through our five senses, that also includes in the universe. So everything is our universe. So let us discuss about the physical sense, then we will go. That's why this is my motivation to explore the universe in diverse perspectives. Because of this, that whatever we perceive through our five senses, in our five senses means only mostly we are what we can see and what we can hear. These two things generally we are discussing. But let us go beyond this also, and those brings us the other perspective of the universe. So you can see 10 to the power 0 meter here. When you will go 10 to the power 11, 10 to the power 21 meter, 10 to the power 27 meter, and we can move on. Similarly, here 10 to the power minus 6 or blood vessel cells. Then here 10 to the power minus 10 meter atoms, 10 to the power minus 15 meter or proton, neutron, and beyond that also will go. So you can see the whole of the things, different scales. You can see femtometer, picometer. You can see here other smaller scale here. Then here centimeter, meter, kilometer, and here you can say here zeptometer, yoctometer, and all those things. These are the various scales. So we are at the classical scale. Here it is the cosmological scale, and here it is the quantum scales we are going. So the classical scale, going above astronomical scale, astrophysical scale, cosmological scale. Here we will go here different. Here you can see nanoscale, picoscale, and all those things. You see, so these are the different scales. And if you observe what studies, what education we are getting, all these are depend on the scales only. For example, you are studying the geography. Geography means we are only dealing everything with the on our classical scale only. We are not going beyond that in most of the geographical studies. All our artistic studies, for example, our history, civics, and all those whatever we are doing, most of them are related to classical scale only. All the artistic, commercial education we have, these are mainly related to classical scale. Okay, but when we go beyond this, when we do some physics or biology, then we are going for the molecular scale. In chemistry, we are going to the atomic scale. In physics, we are going to the this smallest scale possible. So those are physics students. They may know a lot of things about this quantum scale and beyond. Okay, but those who are doing some astronomy, astrophysics, they can know about the cosmological scale and quantum scales. Okay, so these are different scales. According to this, our education, our studies are also differentiated. So you see here a matter, and this molecule, atom, nucleus, made up of neutron and proton, made up of all these are quarks. These quarks are generally, theoretically, we can say these are made up of strings, but not yet proved. And observe yourself, just in Sanskrit also, there are some old literature I have tried to explore. They are say is panch महाभूत के शरीर or whatever we are calling it, this 3.5 हाथ के काय के अंदर पूरा ब्रह्मांड समाया हुआ है. This they are saying, why they are saying, some people have done some exploration, whatever the way, we are not discussing, we are not debating on that. They told that our bodies are made up of very smallest tiny particles. At that time, they were given different names, but these we can understand. All these, you can see all these body particles around, you can 7. How many zeros are there? You just count it. I think 21 approximately. So you can means around you see how many zeros. You just count it. So this number of atoms our body is made up of, and this you can see all these atoms are billions and billions of years old. All these we will go through cosmology, how many years old they are. Okay, in chemically we can see mostly we are composed of these four elements. Other elements you can see here, even uranium is there. So हम लोग एक चलते फिरते एटम बम भी हैं सब कोई. Okay, so we can see all the elements here in our more than 60 chemical elements in our bodies. And according to this, now pharmaceutical companies and all those companies, they are doing a lot of business in your body. Zinc is less, silicon is more, this is less, this is more, and you take this vitamin, you take that vitamin, or you have to take Complan, Horlicks, and all those things they are doing. But we do not know what actually is. When we know ourselves, we will come out from those dirty games played by a lot of poor businessmen. Okay. Anyway, so, but where did all these stuffs came from? Is there a beginning? What are the laws governing it? How it works? And when we talking about the how it works, 90% population on this earth, more than 90%, they just believe, and believe. Not even they want to explore. That where their thinking stops, they think beyond that there is somebody energetic person or some what you can say omnipotent, omniscient, all those things. That is secondary thing. That is just following or just to imagining things. That is not the way a scientist should approach. And all of we are, I am say 100% people on this earth, they are scientists. Not only them, I can say all the, even you see a dog or a cat, how they do some experiment, how they perform experiments, I must say all of them are scientists, because we are trying to explore the universe. So anyone who is exploring the universe is a scientist, and those who are following are dumps, simply I am saying. So this is a very bad statement I am giving, but I must say I have seen in my life that those who follows blindly, I must say they are dumps and deeps and whatever the poor word I can use, I must use for them. Anyway, so and many more questions are there, and humanity is exploring since its evolution when they started to think. And what are the ways and paths to understand this, to know this, to explore this? Let us discuss it in some way. So you see, first statement I must give here, this one is: nothing disturbs me more than the glorification of stupidity. A great cosmologist, a great physicist, and a great science popularizer, science communicator, he is my idol, Carl Sagan. What he told, that most of the people, they believe something, then glorify it in different way and tell the people that I am somebody special because I believe this. Just these are such kind of poorest mind, petty minds they have. As a thoughtful being in this existence, it's natural to explore. And if we are not exploring, we are doing something mistake. That means we are wasting our life. We are diluting our life. The blind belief is not at all acceptable to my language. So we must not blindly believe the preconceived notions traditionally, but to know, to explore. As we can see, so this tradition and the preconceived, this paramparaye, dharanaye, all these things, they are all the humanity, they are just diluting their life. They are just what you can say, and also they are destroying the potential of the children. That is, I cannot bear. I cannot just see children. That's why I have left my career focus from earning money and doing all those things, just to help these children, small children. When I see them, I feel very bad how they are being indoctrinated by a lot of people or a lot of believers. Anyway, so this you can see most of the people live their life: work, eat, sleep, entertainment. बस खाओ पियो सो मौज करो. This cycle every year, every month, they have a cycle. Just कमाओ खाओ पियो सो मौज करो, कमाओ खाओ पियो सो मौज करो. all these things there. They have a particular pattern. Every year they have cycle by cycle, cycle by cycle, that just live from the first day of the year to the last day of the year, and the second year, the third year, the fourth year, the whole 70 years, they live a single pattern. Just only they are increasing what is in the first year they have explored their birthday with a cake, in the second year with chocolate, third year with some soft drinks, then and the gradual years the hot drink and the alcohol and all those things they are doing. Only they are increasing the different materials, but the life pattern is the same. They are not trying to explore more and more. Anyway, so next is here we can see significance of exploring the universe from diverse angles. So what are the different angles we can see here? Here is the first one you can see here. Human perceptions are artistic, commercial, scientific, spiritual. This is not a simply differentiation I am discussing, or not saying that artistic are very bad, commercial are very bad, scientific are very bad, or spiritual are very bad, or these are very good. Also, I'm not saying. I'm just saying these are different angles. Let us try to explain. Most of the artistic education we are getting, and most of the artistic view is just we see in the classical scale. Most of the things in classical scale, just we say that this is the world, this is the things, just sing a song, dance, music, and do some rituals, the performance, and write, and whatever the living life, work, eat, entertainment, all this cycle. Most of the things they are doing these things. So they don't have a deeper view. Most of them, I'm not saying all, most of them have not deeper view about the universe. But the commercial perspective, seeing everything as a means of profit and loss. So most of the people are actually living a life of profit and loss. And that profit and loss, they have a simple view, and all these are destroying the nature, destroying our life, destroying the nature, destroying the earth. But when we are more and more scientific, then we can see the whole universe. So if you see most of the people, those who are confined to artistic and commercial thinking, that level, they rarely talk about a black hole, talk about the galaxy, talk about something that is beyond the classical scale. The spiritual, most of the people confuse with spirituality. This word I don't want to use, but I'm using it. They think that religion is part of art and commerce. Remember, artistic and commercial view. Religion, the preconceived notions of the religion on this earth. That means this religion, that religion, what we are doing, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, whatever it is. These are the artistic and commercial purpose they have made. But the true religion, we do not know. The spirituality after science, when we understand the universe, we have a deeper view of the whole universe. That is, I'm calling it spirituality. So the first one is mostly, these two things are mostly associated to beliefs. This one is associated to understanding, and this one is associated to exploring very deeper level. Actually, all these are explorations. In belief also we are exploring that why this belief is, how this belief is. But we must go beyond all these scales, isn't it? And perception, reality, and truth. Now I am writing a book on this. What are perception? What is reality? What is truth? So on this I am trying to do something. I have not till now, I do not know what actual truth is, but I am trying to do something. My whole life is I am a truth seeker only. If somebody asks me who you are, I just say I am just a truth seeker. That's it. Anyway, so some key perspective to explore the universe are historical perspective, that is mostly associated to literature review, past experiences of others, what others have seen, the something that whatever is happened in the past, those are their writing. We are just reading and listening from others and believe on that, live a life. That is called the historical perspective. That also a perspective. Second one is astronomical. local observation, theory, some instrumental. Then physical perspective, mathematics, logic, science, theory, analysis. Biological perspective, we study evolution. These are physical perspective. We think everything as a thing except ourselves in physical perspective. But in biological perspective, let's explore that the earth is a living being. Everything is a living being. Let us do this. So this is a biological perspective. Technological perspective, advanced observations, robotics, AI, space explorations, and whatever we are doing now, these are technological perspective, application of all these. Then psychological, next one is the psychological perspective. Then this is associated to brain, neuroscience, thinking, introspection. And next one is here philosophical perspective, asking fundamental questions and exploring differently. That means let us explore the things in different way. That means thinking very deeply what we are doing. That is the philosophical perspective. And multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary, and now we can say transdisciplinary. These approaches are here. We can see we just connect all these things and try to explore in different way. For a career perspective, we have to choose only one out of them. But for our self-exploration, for our life, we need to explore all these things as much as possible. I'm not saying everybody will do all the things, but as much as possible we can do. Here, next one we can say why we should explore the universe from this perspective. So somebody asked why क्या फर्क पड़ता है? That I have seen from many people. इससे क्या होगा? Whenever I say that let us explore the universe in this way, तो ये जान के क्या होगा? They are simply, most of the people are saying, okay. Then I ask them, when you eat something, when you whatever the rituals are or the things you are performing, उससे क्या होता है? मजा आता है. So I tell them that when we explore, उससे 10 गुना ज़्यादा मजा आएगा when we explore in different way. Okay. Anyway, so this is the exploring the universe at various scale broadens our horizon of thought, and those people have most of the people, the common people have their very poor horizon. In कुएं का मेंढक we can say most of them. So almost 70-80% population on this earth, they are only कुएं का मेंढक we can say. And gaining profound insights into the universe across different scales and perspectives is intrinsically linked to the growth of consciousness. Now we are, I'm using this word consciousness. So in some literature, in some local language, when people say about the consciousness, they say consciousness means chetana, the atma, the paramatma, or the this one, that one they are saying, the soul, the ruhu, whatever. So no, this just keep all these things outside our discussion. I'm saying conscious means the awareness, means I am knowing that this is the thing. I am knowing this is a thing. This is water. This is a life. This is a tree. It has life. This. So you can see consciousness means the awareness. The something or somebody is knowing more and more, more and more, more and more. So these are, we can say, the growth of consciousness, different stages of consciousness. For example, take a stone. The stone is, I'm not saying it is not, it is unconscious. It is the very, we can say, low level of consciousness, a very, very, very low level of consciousness. But when that stone, we break it in very minute, tiny particles, then after some years, with some temperature, pressure, it will become soil. That soil, you can put a seed there, that will give you a plant. Now you can see that become lively, isn't it? So in this way we can say, so growth of consciousness. So to lead a meaningful life, it's essential to deepen our understanding of the physical nature of reality and engage in introspective thinking to transcend its limits. So you can see here, when we are doing this, we must introspect. This situation, you can say introspect. Ask question to yourself. It is the introspection. When you ask question to others, you are trying to explore, you are knowing, you are learning. When you are asking the question to yourself, you are introspecting. Okay. Then human life extends beyond mere pleasure, pain, and societal illusions, urging the advancement of our intellectual and moral ideas. So we must think beyond the conventional notions of learning, education, teaching, whatever we have. So let us discuss the historical perspective, and then we go one by one. Historical, physical, biological, and most of the things we will discuss about the physical perspective, where we do some more and more physics and mathematics things. Okay, so now you see most of the people on this earth, wherever you go, they have the idea when they stand somewhere, they see they have a land mass, and around it they have some sea. Okay, the water body, the sea. In the upper sky, in the daytime, they see one sun. In the night, they see a moon phasing out, phasing in, and some stars. That's it. So most of the people, when you ask them what is the universe, they say this is the universe. Just for them, this is the classical, whatever they can perceive through their five sense only. Whatever they can see, they can smell, they can hear all these things. And there is a upper side, they have heaven where some angels and some Devi Devtas are sitting, and upon them there are some heaven and some a lot of things they describe. And underworld there is means there is nark means hell is there, Satan is sitting here somewhere. When you see the that cartoons in Pogo channel, they they will see all the stories are, most of the mythological stories are based on those cartoons, that there is a heaven and there is a hell. Okay, anyway, these are the geographical view of the most of the ancient ideas. But out of those, some people they asked, सितारों के पार जहां और भी हैं. So some people tried to think what is beyond this sky, what we call sky. There is nothing like sky. And they found that there are beyond that there are some galaxies, more and more galaxies, more and more stars. And then nowadays we know there are black holes, there are dark matter, dark energy, and a lot of things what we are exploring nowadays. So this is when you try to think beyond the norms, whatever given is our exploration. So mythical views, when you see, when you go to Egypt, they have some views. There is a God and how they have created. Then when you go to Maya creation myth, they have different the views. When you go to our Indian subcontinent, they say that शेषनाग के ऊपर कछुआ, कछुए के ऊपर हाथी, हाथी के ऊपर अर्थ, अर्थ के ऊपर ये, उसके ऊपर वो, और यहाँ पे and something that in the Banaras is the center of the universe. When you go to ask some people, they say Kaaba is the center of the universe. All those things they are saying. Anyway, these are some mythical views. The 6th day creation, then 7th day is the holy day. And here you can see they had when you go to Tibet, they have different things. Just one simple what I must say, in most of the hot countries like Arab countries, Indian continent, and this the countries near the equator, these people have the concept of heaven as there is ice, cool, there is ice, and we are very beautiful place it is. And in their hell, there is a fire because those are hot countries. When you go to Tibet and ask some people, in their heaven, there is fire, and in their hell, there is very cold ice which never melt. That means these are, when you see different concept of heaven and hell and the different kinds of concept of their God, those are actually associated to their normal life, what they can see, geographical point of view. So when you go different parts of the world, you can find more than 300 creation myths. there are more than 300 religions on this earth, and the sub-religions or their sub-branches are approximately some 2 to 3,000 and more than that also. When you go to Africa, you the Egyptian creation myth, in Mumbo, Cuba, Bakuba, Unkulunkulu, Indian subcontinent, you will find Hindu creation myth, Hiranyagarbha creation, Mimamsa, Nyaya, Sankhya Yoga theory, Buddhist cosmology, Jainism, and a lot of things. And most of them are associated to geography. Hardly some of them. This just like the Sankhya Yoga theory, I have explored something. This has some deeper view, and in some here they have some concept, but some thing not. Here also you will get something better things, a psychological point of view. Here also somewhere you will get some psychological point of view. Anyway, we are not blaming anybody. We are saying that according to their knowledge, they have given some ideas to us. It is our duty to explore more and more. So most of the ideas, people, you can see, when you see the earth and their beliefs, this near the equator, what happens? What happens here? Their concepts. What happens here? Their concept. What happens here? Their concepts. When you explore, you will find all of the concepts are mere just few thousand years old only. According to our geography, here you can see all these continents were some 200 million years ago, they were together. All these continents were together. India was actually here. Some proof have found that these portions in here, some fossils are found in just in you can see Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, this West Bengal, these portions, and Antarctica, this region have some similar fossils have been found. And here in Australia and in this portion, some similar fossils have been found. That means these are proving that these are somewhere all the continents were together. Then when you go back, you will see the earth before some billion years old. This was the different stages earth came to exist. You see here also, you, me were existed here in different form. We existed different form. We existed here in different forms. Beyond that also, when you see, when the solar system has been formed, before that what had happened, you can see here. This is the nebula, huge cloud of gas. This is the initial stage. Huge cloud of gas compressed due to gravity. They formed different kind of stages, pass through, form the solar system, then form the earth, then form this continent, form this year, and then we are. Okay, so these are some scientific ideas we are exploring. And most of the myths, they are saying that the earth is at the center of the universe and everything goes around us. There is nothing like word like sunrise and sunset. The word sunrise and sunset are actually we can say mythical words. These words should not be used scientifically. Anyway, so this is a heliocentric universe, tachyonic system, Newtonian universe. He was thinking the universe, there is no center in the universe. And this is the Einstein theory, that is our Big Bang theory. Nowadays, Big Bang theory has a wide view about our origin of the universe. The universe came to exist around 13.7 or 8 billion years ago, but nowadays our more and more theories are coming that universe may be older than what we are thinking now. Just before 100 years, most people were thinking this Milky Way galaxy is our whole universe. But in just 100 years, we know the universe extends up to 93 billion light years. Now you see, just here where we can say 1 lakh light years, and here 93 billion light years. You see, every dot is a galaxy containing billions and billions of stars here. And these are dark matter filaments that on which the galaxies are sitting. Okay. So if we see the history properly, so whatever we believe, the artistic views are just 2 to 4 lakhs years old histories, not more than that. The known history, whatever we know, whatever written history is 15 to 20,000 years old only. In the literature, if we will find the oldest literature are found in India and in China. A book in China that is 6,000 years old approximately. And the education and studies, we see that the first one is art, philosophy, science, spirituality. These are the different ways of explorations. But we must have some logic, mathematics, deep observation, experimental evidence, and statistical inferences. These are the ways we should approach more and more. And most of the view on this earth, about 90% of the population, they live in religious, political, economical, traditional, cultural, social, communal, and dynastic histories, and these are their whole life. They live a life, they believe that. Why they believe, I will explain also. And here you can see in geographical, geological, astronomical, these are the right view. I must say these are the right view we should explore. If you see as an Indian, you go beyond the history, and wherever you open the TV, you will see only the history of this only. Just few hundred or thousand years of history. They always going on bagwas, all those things in the news channels. Anyway, when we go back, we can go up to 70,000 before Christ about the whatever the history we can explore. When a geological point of view, you can go up to here. You can see different era, some million years, billions of old. You can see from where the life trilobites they have came to exist on this planet. When biological point of view, we are not different from the other creatures. We are not superior. We are the part of this whole. This is the astronomical point of view I have explained, the cosmological point of view, how the universe came to exist, and this is what I am doing is selfological point of view. It is when somebody asks you, who are you will say a name, a surname, and as you know from in India, if you have a surname of the so-called upper caste, you will just see, and you have a small from the tribal area, you just see in this way. Anyway, so surname, caste, community, region, country, religion, all these are only few hundred or few thousand years of history only. So we should not obey these things. These are completely false views. And these are the perception you can see. So why we should explore the universe in different angles, in different views. You can see just 5 people here. You can see all of we are blind people, and we blind people try to say the universe is this and made by this person. The universe is this and created in this years ago. You can see here. So all the primary job is to open our eyes and see and take a round of the whole thing and try to say, yes, this is the reality. So you can see here, you from the above side, you can see 3 concentric circles. From the side view, you can see 3 circles stacked. Here, when you see a proper distance, you can see all these are straight lines. This means this round are there. That means where you are standing, from which state of consciousness you are seeing the universe. That is the different realities. So your perception is a myth. The reality is beyond our perception, and truth is the whole thing. The whole, when we open our eyes, which eyes? The eye of knowledge, the eye of exploration, the eye of the deep thinking. Then we can say this is the truth. That is my point of view. I'm not saying this is the whole truth, but my point of view, I'm just trying to say you can explore your own point of view. Okay, so if you see why people believe on something, if somebody asks, what is wrong in believing something? When you believe something, on those people believe those things from where they get benefit, and they abandon other things. For example, those people in India, those people who get जन्म से ही somebody special हो गए, so then they think that these beliefs are benefiting me, so they believe these are correct and they discard those beliefs which from where they won't get benefit. Okay, those who get, for example, you go to some jungle, Amazon jungle, or in Indian jungle. In nowadays you can see in Hyderabad what is happening. They are cutting the jungle. Those people or those creatures, those animals, they are living there. Ask them their point of view. They don't want any kind of such kind of development which destroy their whole of the things. And when, so you can see people believe those things from where they get benefit and discard other things. So these are not the ultimate truth. That's why, and because of this, we must explore the universe from diverse angles. For example, those who think the universe is only physical universe, I will treat all the things in the universe as only thing, even other people as thing, other poor people as things, other student, some professor think the students are only thing just to use them. Some students think that teachers are only somebody special from where will I will get benefit. These are the ways, because physical point of view won't serve, because I have seen these things in my own experience, that physical point of view won't serve everything. So we must think beyond our physical point of view, also biological and specifically psychological, so that we can make a better and better world, a better society, a better way of exploring our the whole universe and explore ourselves. Okay, so mathematics is one of the finest and logical and realistic way, which is the base of all scientific approaches. If you see all other languages, Hindi, Oriya, Bengali, German, Spanish, whatever it is, all those languages are invented according to the geographical point of view, how people started to speak something. Those are a way of communication. But mathematics is discovered from the nature, it is not constructed. The language we have invented, but the mathematics is always present in the universe. If you see here, this you can see here, y equal to x square curve. If a artistic person see, yeah, what a beautiful cow it is. Okay, a commercial person see from what kind of benefit I will get from this cow, they try to see. But a scientist, scientific point of view, they see the geometry here, the curves here, the shape here, the formula here, you can see here, you can see. So these are the symmetry, the fractals here. So mathematics is not about calculating things, it's about understanding the operations of nature, how the nature works. This is our mathematics tells us. So that's why I inspire all the children to do some mathematics, those who are not doing some mathematics also. So here you can see what is the shape of the space. You can see Euclidean space, positive curvature. This is the negative curvature space. Here you can see, you know, the different, here you can see one number, the beauty number or something, what I forgot, 1.618, it is getting, we can say, in spiral shape. So Fibonacci number is there. Here you can see different shapes, how flakes are made. So everywhere you will find mathematics. Even theory of evolution, you can see. I will try to say something about this also. You can see the angle of inclination of this. You can see this is the 0 degree, some 10 or 20 degree, 30 degree, 40, 45 degree, 60, 75. Here you can see 80 and 90. This is the maximum possible evolution. In this sense, we can say the humans are the most highly evoluted person on this earth only. I'm not saying other places. This is the at 90 degree. Here you can see, and here 270 or something, that is not possible. So this is 0 degree to 90 degree. This is the least evolution. This is the maximum evolution. Here when you see our life, here you can see here maximum evolution, then it is going down 0 degree to 180 degree. So in this way, the energy is increasing. Then socio-economic things is increasing. Then it is going to decrease. Energy is decreasing, and then we are going to zero again, isn't it? So you see here all these things here in this way of evolution, what we can say in the Savatar in our mythology. If we try to see, I'm not saying this is the whole truth, but let us explore it. You can see here from this 0 degree up to here, you can see up to 90 degree here, you can see here or here. These are the maximum evolution, 90 degree here. But we are stopped here. Most of the people are stopped here. Now you see the evolution of the you can say instruments. These people don't have bigger instrument to destroy others. These are less. Now they have tried to develop. You can see here, this here they have used their nails and teeth to for survival or for whatever it is we can say. Then they started to make some small instrument here. You can see. Then here they started to make other instrument. Next, you can see. Okay, so the instruments, they are throwing instrument, you can see from the hand, then throwing instrument at a distance. Nowadays also, whatever we are doing, all the atom bomb or whatever missiles we are making, we have stopped our evolution here and throwing the things in different forms. Now it has become some biological war also, but we should not go in that way. We must have some art and music, some deeper sense, psychological point of view. Then here you can see our inner exploration. So you can see when you are doing these things, this is necessary at some point, it's okay, but these are more important, evolution of consciousness. So this age is actually age of consciousness, not the age of throwing bombs and atoms and all those things on others to destroy, or just to live a life of music and dance. We must go, we should do this thing, but more and more we should go in this way, so that when we are dying, by the end stage, we must be so much awareness, so much highly conscious, that can if there is something beyond our life's journey, that will help us. We do not know. That also is part of our exploration. So in physical point of view, when you see at distance, you are seeing the past, and all these are with mathematics we are doing. So let us see. The second one is here. You can see astronomical perspective. When you listen the word astronomy, and you see, I was in VIT University Vellore, and in mathematics, professors were there from the NITs and IITs, and when I talk about them, astronomy, they say that, sir, can you please see my hand, that do some palmistry. Now this is the level of education. Even they are not even aware about what astronomy is. They are saying astrology. Everybody knows astrology, but they do not know about astronomy. Even mathematics professor from IIT and NIT. You see, this is the level of education we have. Anyway, so astronomy means studying the our space objects, mostly, not only space objects. When we try to explore the moon or Mars, we are exploring the small particles also there. So these are all the branches of astronomy. When you see 7 stars, that are not only 7 stars, when you use a strong telescope, you will see there are billions of, sorry, not billions, I'm saying thousands and thousands and stars here you can see in the space around. These are some beauty of sky in astronomy. When you do some astronomy, you are exploring the moon, exploring the planets, asteroids, constellation, the aurora, and all those things you are exploring. Meteors. Once, why I have given this slide here, some students, they asked me many times, sir, what is comet, what is asteroid? I am saying, you can see here, a large body we call a planet. The smaller body we call moon. More than smaller than that is a, you can see, a comet. Smaller than that is asteroid. Smaller than that is a meteoroid. The pieces of meteoroid is in our meteor. The pieces of that is a small fireball. Then a meteorite, very small things that are coming from the space, outer space. Then micrometeorites are also there. So these are the various stages from a planet to moon up to meteorite and micrometeorite. These are studies of astronomy. In astronomy, we also study these things. You know about the Betelgeuse star in the night sky. You can see this constellation all the year, and here different constellations you can explore. The ways to explore these are telescopes. So with the invention of telescopes, we became more and more advanced. So we must thank those people. I'm not saying it is only Galileo. All those people before Galileo also, some people have made some smaller kind of telescopes, but not so powerful. But it is not documented properly. So those who have made telescopes, they have seen, and we must thank them uh, for helping us to explore more and more. This advanced telescope it is, ground-based telescope, it is our space telescope, the most advanced one. So data are coming in the next few years, and we will learn more about our universe. These are other kinds of telescopes, and from where we space machines, we can say, made by humans in different wavelengths. You can see these two, three are in visible rays, infrared ray, and these are microwave, radio telescope, ultraviolet rays. This works. This works X-ray telescope, gamma ray telescopes. There are space-based telescopes, event horizon telescopes. All these telescopes through which we are learning more and more about the universe. When we deep dive into the physical perspective, you can see physics play an important role in understanding the universe from classical scale to cosmological scale and quantum scale. That's why we can say physics is one of the largest branch of science, where we explore from the classical to quantum to cosmological and all the scales we are exploring. In classical mechanics, how we are exploring in classical mechanics, the motion is very less but heavier body. In relativistic mechanics, heavier bodies with comparable to velocity of light. Then in quantum mechanics, here we can see smaller size with very small motion. But in quantum field theory, where we try to connect all these three. So branches of physics, you can see mechanics, thermodynamics, electricity, magnetism, geophysics, plasma physics, all those are things, and they are used in exploring the universe. All of them. When we are describing a model of the universe, we are describing the electricity also, magnetism also, thermodynamics also, mechanics, and all these things we are exploring. In astrophysics, the motion, the behavior of heavier bodies, the from the birth to the death or origin to the destruction of an a physical body in the universe, that we are doing in astrophysics. So different branches of astrophysics are also there, just like a different stages of a star, life cycle of a star. When you see, so we have different physics. Is only black hole physics is a separate physics. In neutron star, you can do something different. Here we can do some plasma physics, and you can solar physics, and different stages. You have different kinds of physics here. So these are different stages of a star. What stars they do, you can see stars with about the mass of the sun eventually become a white dwarf star. When some students ask me, that's why I have added this slide, that when it will become a black hole. When it is become 8 times or more mass of the sun, it will become a black hole. And from those structures, we have gravitational waves. Gravitational waves, how long do they live? You can see their life is, a supermassive black hole has a life 100 to the power 100 years. You can see. Then what happens every second in the universe? Sun loses 6 billion kilogram of mass every second. 4,800 new stars are born in the observable universe. 10 stars explode or every second. Our outer edges of the universe expands up to 900 million meter. So these are the different stages of our sun. Also, you can see we are here after a few billion years, most probably when it will become this stage. I think so, that according to our understanding, this stage or approximately this stage, the life on this earth can never be possible. When you can see the size of the earth in just here, most probably means next 100 crore years. After that, life may not be possible on this earth. Maybe the life will be shifted to Mars or some moons of Jupiter and Saturn. Maybe at this stage we have to be somewhere else. Anyway, and those are the studies of astronomy, physics, and astrophysics. Now come to cosmology. As I'm a cosmologist, I will discuss a few slides more here. So cosmology is the study where we do study the origin of the universe, evolution of the universe, how structure came to exist in the universe, the evolutionary dynamics. What are the dynamics? Just as gravity. Gravity is the fundamental force that help to made for structure formation, and for also will study what is the ultimate fate of the universe. Nowadays, high precision observations through different telescopes I shown you, they are giving very nice data through which we are understanding the universe better, and the mathematics and physics, they are helping us to make better and better theories. Okay, so modern cosmology is a mathematical physics subject, and that's why we must do some mathematics. The most successful theory of cosmology is the Big Bang theory, and Big Bang theory is supported by a wide number of observations. A lot of evidence have there, but it is not the ultimate theory. If Bharti can make a better theory, she can say Bharti theory will come in place of Big Bang theory. If she can do give a better theory than Big Bang theory. Anyway, so here you can see the Big Bang theory. What says? This is the present state of the universe. The galaxies are moving away from each other. That means somewhere in the past they have concentrated somewhere here, and all the energy, all the galaxies, they are different stages of the universe. You can see this is where dark energy started to dominate here. This is the beginning stages of the first star. Before you can say 13 billion years ago. Then here you can see the stages of, you can see CMB, the inflation, the quantum fluctuations happen. These are some mathematical background. We can see this is the about the Big Bang theory. But when we try to do something better mathematics, some better theory, we can say that this that theory can come in place of Big Bang theory. According to Big Bang theory, how today's universe and here earlier the beginning of the universe from the quantum gravity wall around 10 to the power minus 43 second to minus 10 to the power minus 35 second. Then here you can see here electronic transition, quantum hadron transition, nucleosynthesis of atoms, matter domination era, recombination, then here star formation, galaxy formation, and now planet formation, and we evolved. So the whole stages here we can study in Big Bang theory. While studying the Big Bang theory, we must understand what gravity is. We have not understood completely about gravity, but we can say it is a fundamental force and how it helps in structure formation. This regulates the dynamics of the universe. And understanding the gravity means understanding the time, understanding the space, understanding the geometry, understanding the structure formation. And the best theory of gravity is the general theory of relativity given by Albert Einstein. What is the beauty of general theory of relativity? The theory of relativity can be explained in some sentences. Speed of light is constant. Time is the fourth dimension. Faster you move through space, time slower you move through time. It is the time dilation. Gravity is the curvature of space-time and not a force. Then gravity travels with the as a wave form. That is the gravitational wave. And these are the Einstein predicted before 100 years ago, and now it has been proved. This is the gravitational lensing proved, gravitational waves proved, a time dilation proved, black holes proved. Till now we are working on white holes and wormholes. This is the background theory of Einstein field equation. This equation explains the whole universe theoretically. This is the geometry part, this is the matter part. G mu nu equal to 8 pi g t mu nu. You know about 8 is a numerical number, pi is also a number 3.141, and here g is the gravitational constant of Newton, and here this is the what they define. You see what they define. This element, this g mu nu, you can see this g mu nu equal to r mu nu minus half r g mu nu. This R mu nu explains the volume of space-time curvature. This R explains the forces experienced as an object moves within the space-time curvature. This G mu nu speaks about the force fields function of the space-time manifold. And here this T mu nu explains the density and flux of energy momentum of space-time. What matter in the universe? What kind of matter in the universe? That explained by this T mu nu. So the left hand side is more and more associated to mathematics, the right hand side is more and more associated to physics. So that's why mathematics and physics must go together for a better understanding. The geometry, this is the so Einstein has also told this, space-time tells matter how to move and matter tells space-time how to curve. This tells this matter tells the curvature. A mathematical model, if you try to say, this is called the line element. Distance between 2 points you see as dx square plus dy square equal root over. That is the ds square equal to dx square plus dy square. In 3 dimension, it is dx square plus dy square plus dz square. In 4th dimension, as Einstein has explained, you see here, the time is the 4th dimension. 3 spatial dimension x, y, z, and the 4th one is the time dimension, that is equal to t hyper surface. On this 3 dimension is there. So this is the 4th dimension, that is the minus dt square, and here you can see is the 3 dimension in spherical polar coordinate. Here we consider the velocity of light c equal to 1 and do some calculation. With these calculations, you can find these 2 equations called the Friedmann equation. This Friedmann equation speaks a lot of things. H is the Hubble parameter, which is associated to the scale factor A. Rho is the density of the universe. Pressure is the pressure exerted by the matter content in the universe. K is the curvature of the space-time. You can rewrite those equations as a conservation equation. You can write them as a Rai-Chaudhuri equation, it is called. Our great scientist A.K. Rai-Chaudhuri have discussed about this equation. This will tell whether the universe is accelerating or decelerating. Means universe was static. First Einstein was also thinking the universe was static. But Hubble, it was Hubble in which name this Hubble parameter came. Hubble told that the universe is expanding. Then nowadays we know that universe is expanding with some acceleration. So from this equation you can see this A double dot means acceleration, everybody know. And this, all these are positive terms. This rho is positive. Pressure is, if we consider pressure is positive, then whole term will be positive. Means minus sign is there. So this whole term will become negative. A double dot is negative, means acceleration is decreasing. That is a decelerating universe. But our observation says the universe is accelerating, means density cannot be negative, This means this negative, to cancel out this negative, what we have to do? Pressure must be negative. So which matter has negative pressure? So theorists suggest a matter called the dark energy that has negative pressure, that dominates the density, and this whole term become negative, 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 positive. A double dot become positive, means there is acceleration. So from there, concept developed that negative pressure matter. What are the negative pressure matter? If we consider the whole universe as a perfect fluid, then we have only decelerating universe. To have accelerating universe, we must add negative pressure. That is called the dark energy models. But this is not the ultimate model. Other models have been proposed called the modified gravity models, where this can be explained without considering the dark energy. So modeling with dark energy, modeling without dark energy, there are a lot of models, a plethora of models are there. You can work upon the now the case is, when you consider the universe is full of dark energy, then what kind of dark energy is there? Either it is a cosmological constant, or a quintessence, or a phantom matter, or a k-essence matter, the field matter, and what kind of matter. Also, there are some other models called the Chaplin gas model, van der Waals model, bulk viscous model. Lot of cosmologists are working on this. So if you want, you can work on that. So model with a cosmological constant is widely accepted because it explains the some observations very well. If you see here, three models are there. When omega m equal to 0, omega lambda equal to 1, means cosmological constant dominated universe, this red one. Okay, this green one is matter is 0.3 and omega lambda is 0.69. You can see. So there you can, this is the green line. And when omega matter is 1, omega lambda is 0, means only matter dominated model. Then this blue line. But these are supernova data. Okay, when you see the past, this is the past. At present time, all of them have best fit with these three models. But when you go far and far and far and far beyond some billion years ago, from 4-5 billion years ago, you see these supernova are actually concentrated near the this green line. So this is a cosmological constant and matter. This model is widely accepted. Okay, that's why this is called the lambda CDM model. There's some other models here. You can see some scalar field model. I have done a lot of models on cosmological constant, on scalar field. So these are the different kinds of universe. Big Bang, this is the present state, and in future there will be a big crunch, and the whole universe will collapse to another singularity. This is the Big Bang present state, and it will expanding in some far future, they will collapse. This is called the coasting universe, where there is no acceleration, no deceleration. The universe with a constant speed, it is moving forward. So Big Bang present state, it will go on expanding. But the present model is the Big Bang, the present state, you can see go on expanding, and it will become eventually to a big rip. Big rip means all the galaxies will turn apart, all the planets will move away from each other, all of the atom in your body also move away from each other. This is called the big rip singularity. Big crunch, Big Bang to big crunch, or Big Bang to going on expanding, Big Bang to big rip. What kind of universe? But this model is more and more accurate according to our present understanding. Okay, here you can see with Big Bang, decelerating phase of the universe, accelerating phase of the universe. This model is widely accepted. Big rip, constant dark energy. According to our data, this is the big crunch. Okay, so other models also you can make. Composition of the cosmos, if you want to ask, in the whole universe, nearly 70% dark energy, 25% dark matter. Here you can see 5% other matters, from which 3 hydrogen and helium are 4%, stars only 0.5%. You can see, imagine 10 to the power 23, एक में आप 23 जीरो दें क्या, it will become 100 billion billion billion. Okay, I think it's, sorry, 100 crore. This amount of stars contribute only 0.5% portion of the our universe. Neutrinos 0.3, and the heavy elements like Earth, the planets, and all those things only 0.03% in the universe. Okay, but we think that we are everything. Now you can see 0.03 and compare with the 70%. Where we do stand? So alternative theories beyond the general theory of relativity are different theories. Here you can see DGP model, Kaluza-Klein theory, loop quantum gravity, Gauss-Bonnet gravity, FR gravity, FRT gravity. Different gravities are there. Over 60 theories of gravities are there. Some other theories are steady state theory, quasi steady state theory, string theory, multiverse theory, bouncing theory, cyclic universe theory, plasma cosmology, electric universe theory, rainbow cosmology. Nowadays people are working biocosmology, where multiverse, life and consciousness. All this I am saying that interdisciplinary education, it is interdisciplinary subject, biocosmology, multiverse, life and consciousness. Okay, all these are coming here. Similarly, we have biological perspective. There is astrobiology and cosmochemistry. You haven't heard this word about cosmochemistry, in an area of science which see the whole universe as an organic unity. That is the cosmochemistry. Extraterrestrial life you can do, potential habitable planets, the life. When most of the students, they ask me about the alien life. Just this is a simple calculation, you can do this. Our galaxy has 300 billion stars. 1 in 5 stars have an Earth-like planet with liquid water. You can see every 5 planet, 1 of 5 planet, we have liquid water, Earth-like planet. That's roughly 60 billion Earth-like planets in our galaxy alone. But our galaxy is small, and some may have 1 trillion stars. How many galaxies are there in our observable universe? 170 billion, around 200 billion galaxies, just take it roughly. You can see with up to 1 trillion stars. Okay, this means around 23.8000. You can see this amount of Earth-like planets in our universe. How can Earth be only one planet with life? So that means we are not the advanced being simply. Second, here you can see, is the Earth a living entity? Just recently, some people, scientists are claiming the Earth has some every 20 seconds, the Earth has some frequency. So they are saying that maybe Earth is a living body. And you can see British scientist James Lovelock, he has proposed a theory called the Gaia hypothesis, means Earth is a living creature on which we are existing. And this is the egocentric, when men say we are superior, women and all the lives are secondary than us. This is called the egocentric, but man-made society is ecocentric. All of we are part of the whole. This is the biology. This is the some mythological concept people are saying. Whatever it is, we must take care of the Earth, not in this way, but in this way. So we must ask ourselves the origin of the life in the universe. Different stages, you can see how. This is the one part of the biocosmology. This is okay. So how they came to exist. Technological perspective, why technology is important, but we must have some ethical views on technology also. We are just blindly depending upon technology. We must have some ethical values on using this technological advancement, accepting the technological advancement. You can see why, because we are saying that this Chandrayaan is a success. Very much, very nice, very beautiful. This is beautiful. All these are beautiful. but we are, you see, the whole earth now above our in the earth atmosphere, there are thousands and thousands of malfunctioned debris of the satellites are there, and they may cause any problem in near future. So there is one more science is now being coming to our education, that is how to clean the space. So space debris, how to mean space cleaner. So in that way also we must do some good research on that, and these are some successes of our space exploration. You can see one of the biggest machine recently. These successes we have got Mars by 2050. What Elon Musk is dreaming up. Let us see what will happen. And here this is artificial intelligence, how it is revolutionizing our thinking. Whatever it is, the science and technology must be used in this way. Means science and technology is a such kind of thinking energy we have that must be used positively, not negatively. But here you can see most of the people, the big companies, they are destroying the earth just for fossil fuel. Those you should learn something more about the space technology and how to make go with the asteroid mining, so that we won't use, and we must make some machines that do not use the fossil fuels but clean energy. So energy studies is more important. So you can see these are the one sentence you see, कबीरा लोहा एक है गढ़ने में है, फिर ताही का बख्तर बने ताही का शमशेर. This is the iron ore from where either you can make a tractor or this kind. This is these are this part is called the bakhtar, and this is called the samser. This you can see this sword. Okay, what you want to make it. The psychological perspective, you can see there is no specific branch, but we must think about some psychological way how some people, you see how some people are attracted towards knowing the universe, and just like you people, how many people have joined and how many people have not joined and don't want to explore the universe. That is a psychological way we need to explore. So you can see cosmic insignificance. When we know about us, then we won't be egocentric, we will be ecocentric, just like these people. You see the Milky Way with Earth, Milky Way without Earth. This will say us our insignificance in the universe. Then cosmic education, cognitive development, learning about the universe can be a source of intellectual fulfillment and contribute to cognitive development, critical thinking, and scientific literacy, which is more and more necessary nowadays. People who love space have broad minds. If you just compare yourself, and you will find this. When kids look up to great scientists as they do to the great musicians and actors, civilization will jump to the next level. There are different kinds of levels of our civilization: type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4 civilization, and we are not even the full complete type 1 civilization. These are some other branches of science being explored. Cosmopsychology, new branch is coming. There is a consciousness of cosmos and human psychology. One book by Richard Tarnas. I have not read a whole book, but I have gone through this Cosmos and Psych, and the Selfology. This concept I am trying to develop since 2009. When I was studying, when I was doing PhD, I was thinking from my childhood. I was thinking that why we are not exploring ourselves, and the whole universe. From there, I coined the term Selfology, but it took around 12 years to commit reality. But now I'm working, but still struggling to bring this Selfology into the our curriculum. Anyway, astrobiology and the search for extraterrestrial life, you can see how the discovery of life beyond Earth would affect human psychology, culture, and society. Now you see just recently, Sunita Williams, she came from the space after some months, and now how she feel. If you ask Sunita Williams and a common lady, just like you can say our some heroine or hero, for just any heroine you take, Aishwarya Rai. Aishwarya Rai's mental, her mental state and Sunita Williams' mental state, and you will find a lot of difference between them psychologically, because this one person has explored the universe at a deeper level, one person has just explored her body only and nothing else, not even mind. Okay. Anyway, so these are the questions that can impact individuals' belief, values, and worldviews. Some philosophical insights, if you see the nature of reality. So this nature of reality, so a lot of poets, a lot of psychologists, a lot of thinkers, great thinkers, they have asked these questions: what is the nature of reality? So we are living in perceptions only, but we must go towards reality, and the science is a way through which we can move towards reality, and truth is an exploration of both science and spirituality. The limits of knowledge, space exploration often reveals the limits of human knowledge. So that I told you, most of the people are they are just confined to certain region. Some people, when you go, even PhD in mathematics, PhD in physics, even PhD in cosmology people, they are just like a Kueh ka mendak. They don't even think beyond the beyond the research paper and say have a deeper view. Life beyond Earth, the origin of the universe, all these are some questions. One question is the existential question, and anthropic principle means the fine tuning of physical constants, how the physical constants have fine tuned. This is called the anthropic principle, and why we have this, the universe is finely tuned that we exist. So these are some questions we must think beyond our some perceptions we are going on. Some metaphysical implications. So what is beyond our physical perspective? Because beyond our physics, we are not thinking. That's why most of the physicists, they don't think beyond psychology or beyond, and but they go to the intoxication and just do some research, go for a you can say bar and somewhere to become unconscious. But the way is the conscious way, physical way, the conscious way. That's why I am calling it exploring the universe from diverse perspectives. The quest for meaning. These are some philosophical implications. And what is interdisciplinary? What I am trying to do, interdisciplinary education. This concept also I am trying to develop since 2012. That if we explore physical nature of the universe, let us think the whole universe is matter, body, and particle only, and explore the universe. This will we can explore in the 10 directions. All the 10 directions we can go. This will lead us to help us to explore the universe, to know the universe, to understand the universe physically. But that is not enough. Life and mind, let us include in that physical perspective, include the life and mind, where biology, life science, environmental science, astrobiology, organic chemistry, physiology, philosophy of mind, relationship between mind and matter. This is called the psychosomatic. So most of the people working in only mathematics and physics, they hardly know about the psychosomatic things. So psychosomatic, somato means mitti and psycho means mind. So body and mind both must come together for a deeper understanding. We must explore the birth, death, life, what is sense, feel, exploring the life in all 10 directions here also, but a deeper level. But the consciousness nature of reality, mind and consciousness. Now you can see matter, body, mind, and here beyond body and mind. This is consciousness nature. I am not saying again saying Atma or soul or Ruh or something. Okay, I am saying only consciousness. neuroscience, psychology, metaphysics, philosophy of consciousness, consciousness studies, self-knowledge, and this selfology. Okay, so this is the exploring the universe, the ultimate nature of reality in the 11th direction. The 10th direction means east, west, north, south, up, down, and all the four corners. But the 11th dimension is our inner dimension, going inside by from the introspection to meditation. You see, these great people have inspired us to go beyond our all the physical perceptions, physical nature of reality. What he says, Nikola Tesla, the day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. You can see, science cannot solve the ultimate mystery of nature, and that is because in the last analysis we ourselves are a part of the mystery that we are trying to solve. That means we are exploring the whole universe. And what exploring? If you say what fund we are getting, we are exploring the earth to dig, to get some ores and oil and all those things. But when we explore more and more, means all the 10 directions we are exploring, we must go beyond this also, the 11th dimension or 11th direction. And you can see what he says, Nikola Tesla again, my brain is not a receiver only a receiver in the universe. There is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secret of that core, but I know it exists. That some of the spiritualists have told, just like Siddhartha Gautama, Vardhaman Mahavir, and that Kabir, Mira, Nanak, and this Nikola Tesla, what is talking about. And also nowadays some people are there, they are saying about that 11. So exploring the outer universe and inner universe simultaneously is a complete package, is a complete study. Exploring the only outer universe lead us to the half of the reality. Inner universe means it will take to the deeper sense, but in that most of the chance we become more hypocrites, just like India has become. In India, they left the science, explored the religion section, and become hypocrites. Nowadays, people are going and going, what they are, where they are going, what they are heading, they do not. So exploring the outer and inner universe, that must be go together. Outer universe exploration, this involves the study of the cosmos from classical level to cosmological to quantum level, observational, experimental, mathematical, logical, physics, mathematics, science, all these things. Inner exploration, this involves the introspection, meditation, psychology, and philosophy to explore the inner working of human consciousness and subjective experience of the self. So these are the material concepts and consciousness perspective. Now, when somebody asks why we are doing this, you see there are some institutes in the world, list of institutes of integral studies. Integral studies means the totality, physical, psychological, metaphysical, and consciousness perspective. These are studying in California Institute of Integral Studies. There is a department called Philosophy, Cosmology, and Consciousness. Those professors are doing very nice work. Then Naropa University in USA, University of Arizona, University of California, University of Edinburgh, Mind, Language, and Embodied Cognition in UK, University of Sussex, that is the Cognitive Science and Consciousness, Oxford University, Mysticism and Religious Experience. They have doing some experiment on mysticism, means the way of Kabir, Mira, Nanak, Raidas, those have called the mystic poets. That mysticism and religious experience, that are also being studied in Oxford University, University of Amsterdam, consciousness studies in Netherlands. In now have studied, you can see in India, we have started a National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Sri Aurobindo Ashram at Auroville, Dayalbagh Educational Institute of Consciousness Studies. Some IITs just started some studies on consciousness. I found an Atmiya University in Rajkot, India. They are doing very nice research. They have a department called the Center for Consciousness Development and Sustainable Development, something there they have made. So these are the some institutes, and more are there and coming now. And with those motivations, I have started this one, Pacific Institute of Cosmology and Selfology. So main thing is cosmology, exploring the outer universe, selfology, exploring the inner universe, where cosmology research and teaching will be there, the core area. The second one is the Selfology program, where we start some teaching, self-exploration, visiting fellow program. Anyone on this earth, they can visit here. Then science popularization and science communication. We will have some. I have now a planetarium, some 2 telescopes, and some instruments. But we are trying to grow all these things. You can see this logo also here. The exploring the outer universe, exploring the inner universe. Exploring the outer universe is called the Vigyan, and exploring the inner universe is called the Atmagyan. And when both are together, then we called it knowledge. The true knowledge is that. That is, I'm saying in this way. Okay. So these are some of my books. You can see, or you can find in Amazon, Flipkart, and other websites here. In Google Books also. Developing Scientific Temper, the first stage, Selfology, Cosmology for all. You can go through these books. And now what we are doing here, I am thankful to Bharti, Hari, and all the students, those who are attended this talk, that what we are doing, this is also a nice work, outreach education for these things. This outreach education includes the public lectures, what we were doing, the planetariums and observations, science museum. I inspire all the children to visit to the science museums, exhibitions, astronomy clubs, and some find resources. They do some YouTube search, STEM education, philosophy, matter. All these things they must go through this. These are very necessary, and these are the ways we can move forward with our current understanding of the universe and going beyond that. So I hope this talk have enlightened you something more. And in the next talk, we are planning with Bharti and Hari that I will talk about the Vigyan. So just I told you about that Vigyan, Atmagyan. When Atmagyan and Vigyan both go together, this is called knowledge. So सहा विद्या या विमुक्त है, इन संस्कृत इट इज कॉल्ड द विद्या वह है जो मुक्ति प्रदान करे, जो केवल हमारा बाहरी विकास ही नहीं करती अपितु हमारा आंतरिक विकास भी करती है. सो यू कैन सी दीज आर द वेज वी आर approaching. And thank you. If you have any question, you can ask me. And before that, I wanted to show just one website also. You can see here. This I have. You can explore this website, selfology.co.in, where what I am trying to say. If every 8-year-old taught meditation, we will eliminate violence from the world within one generation. You can see. And here, what is selfology? You will get a better understanding. Why to study self? You just see this. When a child is take birth, just as soon as child born, they are assigned a name, a religion, a nationality, an ethnicity, a various socio-economic identities, the rich, poor, this caste, that community, all those things. Throughout their life, they are compelled to define and protect this fictitious persona, which was imposed upon them without their consent, often restricting them to think beyond these identities. Means a child is not even given the chance to explore. This is the when somebody asks, I say that बच्चों के साथ जो अन्याय अत्याचार होता है वो सबसे ज्यादा है एज कम्पेयर टू हम लोग जो चोर उचक्के या गुंडे बदमाशों को जो भी सजा देते हैं वो बहुत कम है. जो पेरेंट्स और टीचर्स को जो सजा मिलनी चाहिए इससे ज्यादा देनी चाहिए, क्योंकि वे सब ही रेस्ट्रिक्ट करते हैं बच्चों को उनका जो टोटल एक्सप्लोरेशन को रोकने के लिए. दैट्स व्हाई वी मस्ट बी गुड पेरेंट्स, गुड टीचर्स टू give all the opportunity to the children to explore whatever their possibility are there. Okay, so you can go through this and you see this file I will share in the group also. This just one page, what is selfology I have described. Okay, and why we need selfology in your school education, college education. You can see you have sports, gym, exercise, dance, music, drama, cinema, value education, yoga, astrology, professional ethics. All these things are there, but still students are facing anxiety, depression, suicidal attempts, and intoxication, which is the biggest problem. But this selfology has the potential to address all these issues. I am not saying it will completely solve, but it will help us. That anti-ragging cell people are making, but when we know ourselves better and better, can we go for ragging? That never happened. Okay, so these are the things I have explained. My small book here, if you, I will share this one also. This you can, why we selfology is needed and why we are doing these things, that you can understand. So that's all now, and um, uh, you can ask me whatever the question in your mind. You can ask me now. Hello. Yeah.
Any have any questions? Anyone have? Sir, I have a question regarding this talk.
Yes. Yes.
When we reflect on the vastness of this universe, we often feel so small. In such moments, how do we personally balance the scientific mindset and spiritual understanding?
That's why I told you. I have made a slide there, na,
Yes, sir.
that we are cosmically, we are insignificant. We don't have, do not exist. In simple word, we can say we do not exist cosmologically. But when you think that when you see just one verse I remember from Kabir, that Kabir has told that. समून समाना बूंद में शौकत हेरत हेरत है सखी रहा कबीर हेराए बूंद समाना संबंध में शौकत हेरी जाए. सो व्हाट ही वाज टेलिंग दैट कि मैं खोजते खोजते मैं खुद खो गया और देखा कि पूरा बूंद जो है समंदर में समाया हुआ है. फिर उन्होंने करेक्ट किया, नहीं, बूंद में समंदर समाया हुआ है. मीन्स ही इज सेइंग दैट when I saw the just one bund, means one small drop of water, whole ocean is there, that we cannot imagine how in a what you can say, in a small bund, what you can say, that drop of
Yes,
water, whole,
yes, we are
is
also
there.
the part of this universe in that
Yes,
sense.
yes, we are part of the universe. So that's why these explorers like Siddhartha Gautama and all those meditators, they are
Okay, sir. One more. Today's youth are full of curiosity,
do.
but
When you, yes, yes, please tell me.
actually, today's youths are full of curiosity, but also surrounded with so many distractions.
Yes,
What would
that is,
you advise to help us to keep the inner scientist alive and focused?
yes, that first thing, I do not give any suggestion to anybody. I just inspire everyone on this earth that you think deeply what you have to do. And in that, simply, I am saying that whatever distractions will always be there. Here you can see that your Shahrukh Khan, Amir Khan saying poker bazi karo, and this buzz khelo, task khelo, jua khelo. They are inspiring, but it is your duty whether you have to play that gamble or not, isn't it? That is your, that's why we need consciousness studies. That's why I'm saying, if you are only confined to your only just memory education, that what we are doing, only just read a sentence, solve some problem, integration, and write in the examination, pass the examination, get a job, then get married, breed few children, then live and die. All those nonsense you by doing all those nonsense, whatever. But I'm saying these are just the part, not the whole. And I must say, confine all these things just to 10%. Simply, I'm saying, whatever living a social life, that keep it only 10%, but 90% you explore in different direction: physical perspective, biological, psychological, metaphysical, and at least 10% for the spiritual. Means out of 24 hour you have 1 hour you keep for your spiritual exploration. Don't do anything, don't say anything, don't ask anything, just keep in silence, just close your door and just sit in meditation just for 1 hour, just simply doing nothing, complete whole silence. Simply I'm saying, just first start with the 5 minutes. Then actually I have made some meditation techniques also. Means not I have made, I am doing uh, those techniques I'm saying very nice, because I have gone through that. Just 5 minutes, 10 minutes start, and up to 1 hour. That's it only. Rest of the 23 hours you give at least 10 hours to science, and rest of the thing whatever you give, khana pina, sona, ana jana, social, sadi bia, marriage, whatever you do, just give a maximum 7 8 hours, not more than that. Okay, that is the right way. I hope
Uh,
it will help
yes,
you,
sir.
isn't it?
Yes, 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 sir.
Yeah.
So
Anything?
we are moving to.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, in as means in cosmology there are so many line elements. In astrobiology also there are same like line elements. FLRW like in astrobiology.
No. In astrobiology, I do not know much more thing, but one equation I remember, that is called the Drake's equation. The Drake's equation, just like in Einstein field equation, we have matter is there, na. So that matter is either it is perfect fluid or dark matter, dark energy, neutrino matter, viscous matter, pressureless matter, pressure matter, whatever it is there, different. Similarly, in Drake's equation, you will find there are different functions. Okay, function of possibility of life. Means possibility of life means, for example, if on a rocky planet, just like Mars, there is no water. We haven't found any water there. So water not there means life chances, just like us, is very rare, but it is not impossible. Maybe there are life without water, that may be possible, na, isn't it? So
Yes.
there are some possibility that functions are there. So in Drake's equation, similarly, other equations may be there. You can explore. You can explore some papers from the astrobiological perspective. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Any other? Okay. Then we shall close if no questions are there.
Okay, sir. Now I am going to give the vote of thanks to the sir. Today, I feel
Yeah.
incredibly honored and moved to deliver this vote of thanks, not as a formality, but as a heartfelt expression of gratitude on behalf of every single minds and hearts present here. Dr. Shibesh Kumar Jas, sir, what you shared with us today was not just the knowledge, it was a shift in perspective, a rare moment where the wheel of ordinary thinking was lifted and we could glimpse some far deeper and far grainer. You didn't just explain the universe to us, you opened our eyes to see it in the way that most people don't even dare to imagine. Your words felt like doorway, a bridge between the cosmos and the self. We weren't just listening to the science today, we were feeling it, living it, and reflecting on it. It was as if the universe started whispering in its secrets through your voice. Uh, Through your books, Selfology, Cosmic Premier, and Developing Scientific Mind Tempers, and Cosmology for All, you have already sown the seeds of this scientific and philosophical revolution. But today, through this session, those seeds sprout into realization. We saw how curiosity, wonder, and deep reflection can coexist in the heart of science. Having a legend like you, sir, among us today, someone who has devoted his life to not only knowing the universe, feeling it, questioning it, and sharing it with others. It is a privilege we will always cherish. You have inspired us not just to study the cosmos, but to reimagine our place in it. And for the young generation like us, that inspiration means everything. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much, sir, for this unforgettable experience. We hope that pray this is just the beginning of many such enlightening movements with you in the future. With the deep respect and endless gratitude, thank you once again, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you all the people here.
Thank you,
Mohit sir,
sir.
you're asking something?
Yes, sir. One more
Mohit?
question.
Yeah, yes.
Sir, how to do calculation in less timing ways means come time में means
What
cosmology calculations.
cosmologic calculations
Yes, in less timing.
in less time?
Yes,
Actually, which class are you in now? What course you are doing now?
means research.
It means you are doing PhD now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, where?
Uh,
Hello, you are doing a PhD now, na?
yes, SIT, Symbiosis Institute
Yes,
of Technology.
yes, very nice, very nice. Oh, means Praveen sir,
Yes,
very
yes,
nice.
sir.
Yeah, yeah, he is my great friend. Anyway, so here I must say you start with the field equations. Okay, start calculating the Christopher. First, you must learn that you can do with some software nowadays, but first you learn how it works. Okay, Christopher symbols, resist tensor, resist scalar, then constant tensor, all those things you calculate it, and just make the and how to derive field equations from the you can say classical theory to here, all those things you just calculate it. Then use a software. There are some softwares, RGTC, where you just give the metric, it will calculate all the field equations. Okay. Then second thing, you learn each and every part of the field equation. From the field equation, learn the that I can give a lecture on separate lecture on cosmology. That generally I give different kinds of lecture. This was a overall lecture for everybody, but for only PhD scholars I can give a talk on how to calculate all these things in less time, or how to do research in cosmology, what are the different aspects of cosmological aspects. Those things I can explain soon. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you then.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Mm, yeah. So, shall I leave now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir. Thank you, everyone, for joining today.